You and me stuck on the ocean now, nothing but waves and this filling in. I wanna dry up but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here, all my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not care. Chasing all that we don't have. Chasing all that we do not care. We do not all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not care. Chasing all that we don't have. Chasing all that we do not care. We do not. Yesterday we could be ourselves. Didn't have much, but nevertheless we were true to each other. But now we don't even bother. I remember you being hopeful, but the tall waves have worn us down, and slowly we are drowning. That's why you need to come with me, with me, with me. Turn around 180 degrees and cross the sea. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose.
Welcome. What is going on? We're here for free live tarot readings, the morning version. How is everybody doing? Let's see. Wolf, welcome back. What is up? Domini, hello. Lockheed, hello. What is up? Eddie, Amanda, Sabrina, what is going on? Missy Joy, welcome back. Mary M, how are you doing? Miss Girl, welcome back. Vincent, hello. What is going on? Yeah, we are here for the morning version. Crystal, how are you doing? How are you doing, Crystal? We're just hanging out, doing some free live tarot readings. So I think we're all set now. I think my weekend's going to go pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, it's a busy week, I gotta say. So it is, you gotta, sometimes you just have to adjust. Sometimes you just have to adjust a little bit. Yeah. So, CM, Vincent, it's night here. Well, there you go. It's morning somewhere on the planet. It's always morning somewhere. There you go. All right. So what do we got? Sabrina, you're starting university. Very cool. Well, Sabrina, congratulations on the uni experience. Queen Flo, welcome. What is going on? So yeah, good luck. That university later, you know, the university outside of the outside of the teenage years is always fun, and for sure. You never know what is waiting. You never know what is waiting. All right, Mary M, when I get a new job in August. All right, Lakiana, hello. Thank you for your donation. Will my YouTube channel grow? Let's check that out and see what's going on with the YouTube channel. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. YouTube channel grow. Let's see about that. Jen, welcome. How are you doing? And Preeti, welcome as well. Vicky, how is it going? Let's check out your YouTube channel. Let's use a we need a YouTube tarot. I mean, that's what we need in life, is a YouTube tarot. Now, I mean, that would be exciting. I gotta say, it would be all sorts of copyright strikes. But I mean, I'm just saying, it would be all kinds of copyright strikes, but it would be kind of cool. Maybe it could be a YouTube inspired one. What do you think? We did have the Animal Crossing inspired tarot on Kickstarter. I'm not sure if that got a takedown notice. We also saw the Disney inspired tarot on Kickstarter. I'm not sure if that got a takedown notice. But yeah, you know, you got to be careful with the intellectual properties, that's for sure. Okay, let's sort of figure this out. How are we going to do? on the YouTube channel, YouTube Tarot. I mean, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Three of Wands. I think you're looking at Raina. Well, good morning. How's it going? Three of Wands says you're looking at moving into various things on your channel. I think the focus on your channel can be expanded. I think you know more cool stuff. I think you have more content in you that you want to show. Some awesome stuff that you've been holding back with, some other ideas that you've had. I think sort of throw out new ideas, throw out some interesting ideas and see where they go. Maybe they don't last, maybe they work, right? So I've tried astrology on here. I've done art on here, so I sort of know where I'm going as far as what works, what doesn't, based upon the viewership. So give different things a try. That's what the Three of Wands does. Three of Wands is a person sort of looking out amongst all of the different lands and trying to figure out where they want to settle, you know. Maybe you don't want to settle on your current content. Maybe you want to expand a little bit. So it says, you know, just be open with that. See if you want to expand and do some stuff. The Two of Wands says, go and do what is familiar to you and show your personality. So things that are fun and interesting, that you find fun and interesting, or most likely fun and interesting for other people as well. The Two of Pentacles says, once you narrow it down to this is what people want to see, and this is what people don't want to see, based upon, you know, views, comments, and what have you, sort of get that material out and get it out on a regular scheduled basis. So it'll be something where they know that if I want to see your videos about, I don't know, about tarot, or your videos about witchcraft, or whatever you got on there, then they know they can come Thursday night and see the new video, right? So you go on a regular schedule. If you do it just all over the place, they don't really know where to go, especially if you do lives and things like that. So the Six of Cups says, definitely give people shout outs, say hello. If you have a regular viewer that comes in all the time, like Sunflower Tarot, Wolf Murray, I mean, you know, you got the regular Crystal, Jen. So both Jens, we got Jen Bo and Jen No. So if you got all these regular viewers coming in, give them a shout out, say hello, get friendly with them. The Six of Cups, Rutler Girl, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So Six of Cups talks about getting a connection with different people, getting a connection. And that's sort of, you know, where it's at, because people know that if they come to your channel, they get a hello, they get a shout out. You'll see this on Twitch if you watch Twitch with the video games, right? Twitch, people will give you a shout out. People will host your stream. So it's a very interactive medium to get onto. You might try Twitch as well, not just YouTube, right? It's a very interactive medium to where people talk to each other, people host each other, people give each other shout outs, people say hello all the time. When you come in and say hello, they'll be, hi, you know, how are you doing? How is your day? And you'll say, oh, okay, yeah, cool. But yeah, to get that interactivity is going to be one of your key factors here. All right. So long reading, but I mean, I'm just throwing it out, all the points out there that the tarot wanted to say there. All right. Okay. Let's see. Rutler Girl, thank you again. Look at my love life for August. Rutler Girl, let's see what's going on. All right. Let's see. RG. Love life for August. Let's see what we've got going on. Rutler Girl, are you single? Are you currently engaged in a relationship? Like, what is going on over there? We'll find out here with the where's the button? We'll find out here by finding the button I need to press. There we go. The Shadowland. Queen Flo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Queen Flo, welcome. How are you doing this morning? It is Saturday. It is Saturday morning. I am ready for weekend. Okay. I am going to start painting the Lady of Shalott today. So that's the one on the boat. She's on the boat. So I bought a Lady of Shalott tutorial, and I'm going to paint her. I think it's going to be pretty exciting, I got to say. We'll hop over to the love screen in the meantime and see what's going on. All right, love life for August. We're in a relationship, trying to figure out how it's going to go. We're hoping for the best. Hoping for the best on this thing. Let's check it out. Oh, justice. That's going to pretty much even out. I'll throw down one more. Justice says it's pretty much going to even out. Oh, no, we threw down the devil as the last card. I mean, it had to happen. It had to happen. I mean, we're on the love screen after all. All right. Justice says that it's evening out. The extremes are coming in, right? So you have the law. Thank you again for your other donation. I appreciate you. We'll get your love life handled in just a second here. Let's check out Butler Girls talking about justice. We got different extremes. So you expand and you have this extreme, you have this extreme. It's moving in a little bit. We have less on the edges of the extremes. That's where sort of justice pulls in, right? Justice pulls in. It says we're not going to be so extreme on this side and that side. It's going to move in a little bit. It's going to normalize a little bit. Justice is all about sort of evening things out. 6 of Wands, the Lord of Victory, really brings this in. Bring this in and let us concentrate on what's important, and that is getting things back to normal, getting things steady, getting things into a state where we enjoy coming into the relationship. We enjoy seeing the other person. Whatnot. The 10 of Pentacles is stability. Is back and forth with that, right? The stability, it's about him moving in. There you go. I think that's going to work out. A 6 of Wands, Lord of Victory, the extremes being a little bit better. The stability is going to be kind of shaky at first. I think we're trying to figure out how we fit into each other's life as far as, moving in, as far as getting things going like that. 10 of Pentacles is a rock solid, stable card. And when it's reversed, it just means we're trying to figure out the stable part. We're trying to figure out where we both fit in some respects. 2 of Pentacles, I think that we settle on certain things. There's some decisions to make. There's some decisions to make here. And we need to make those. We can't just not address some of the bigger decisions that are hanging in the air. We have to address those, figure those out. That's going to be an important factor here. So, figure out who does what. Figure out what happens when this happens. What happens when that happens? What do we do on the schedule? Where are you at this time? Where am I on this time? I think that you'll figure it out. The devil says, don't really let drama creep in if it is rough, if it is harsh at times. Don't let drama creep in those times. Figure it out logically. Talk it out. Work it out. Don't let things creep in that don't need to be there, because you don't need extra baggage. You know what I'm saying? Especially with some new living arrangements. We don't need extra baggage, extra emotional stuff floating around. Let's narrow this down a logical, good sense to where we're going to take steps that are going to resolve the situations instead of just having a bunch of things out there. So there you go. All right, good luck with that. That sounds like a lot of fun. All right, Queen Flo, should I tell you how I'm feeling about him? Oh, mixed signals. Oh, I don't like those mixed signals at all. All right, we don't like those mixed signals, that's for sure. Should I tell him how I feel? Is it going to be, that's always that awkward thing to where you say I love you and then they don't say anything back. And you're like, oh, that can't be good. That can't be good at all. All right, let's get rid of the chat. There we go. We'll stay on the love screen for this one. Stay on the love screen for this one. We'll figure it out with the ever literally popular Playful Heart Tarot. There we go. Let's check out what's going on. Pinkie Pie, welcome. What is going on? All right. Yeah, please hit that like button. I appreciate you hanging out with me on a Saturday morning. I mean, this is pretty exciting, I gotta say. I got my workout in. I'm gonna get some breakfast after the stream and start on my painting. I mean, I got some high hopes for this. I gotta say. All right, got high hopes for this painting. All right, mixed signals. We don't like those mixed signals. We want a clear pathway. We want a clear pathway here. So let's see what we're dealing with. Should we tell them how we feel? Ooh, the Empress being reversed at the end is not good. Knight of Wands, King of Wands, Justice. Justice seems to be the prominent card today. I mean, it's going to be there. Justice is going to be in every reading, apparently. The Knight of Wands says, go forth, but. All right, go forth, but. there's the but in there. Go forth, but come in casual. Come in casual. Don't like dump something that's going to be way serious. It's going to be super, obvious. Come in pretty casual, right? The Knight of Wands is all about coming in casual. It's not like the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is not casual at all. The Knight of Swords will barrel in, knock over everybody on the way in, and doesn't care. The Knight of Wands, though, a little more casual coming in. And the King of Wands as well, right? Sort of, we know how to be subtle. We're able to drop some subtle hints. We're able to drop some stuff and see what the reaction is. Sort of look for that reaction after you say something, right? So in other words, don't come in and just dump something really serious on there, because then it just hangs in the air. And if it goes awry, if it doesn't go well, and, it's going to be super awkward from then on. So keep casual. Justice says that I think that they do have mutual feelings, but they're in a situation, either a complex situation, maybe with somebody else, maybe with some background or things in their life that make the situation a bit more complex than it should be. And they're trying to figure out where the whole relationship fits in within that situation. The Two of Swords says that they are a bit defensive. I think what your intuition is telling you is true. They are a bit defensive. They are a bit not communicative about their feelings, because I think that they've been hurt in the past. It's not something that they've been taught that's proper all the time. So they do hold back a bit, and that's okay. I mean, that's okay. Some people are like that. Some people, like you learn from the male role models in your life or the female role models in your life about how to act, and you watch, when you're little, and you learn these behaviors, and you never really evaluate it, right? Especially, sometimes it's just like, okay, well, that's how people act, and that's how I should act. But you don't evaluate that. So at some point you have to reevaluate. You have to really take a look and see, is this working for me or not, right? So let's say I'm doing paintings, and I'm constantly using phthalo blue, which is like a slap in the face blue. I mean, you put phthalo blue down, you can't look at anything else. You go right there with your eye, and that's all you look at. So you got to ease up with it. You got to blend it out. You got to use it sparingly. You got to know where it goes. And that's sort of where we're trying to figure out, as far as this is concerned, the communication with relationships and whatnot. And the Empress reverse says, ultimately, don't hang your feelings on them, their reaction. You be you, right? Be yourself. You be you. Be who you're meant to be. Don't let other people dissuade you from doing things. Don't let other people control your emotions. You be in control. If you put yourself out there and you give a little hint and they don't respond immediately, don't let that bring you down. Just keep on being you. And, don't let other people control your emotions, your behaviors, and whatnot. So, put the subtle hints out there, see the reaction, don't let it affect you either way, and just move on. So, there you go. All right. What's next in my love life? Do we stay on the love screen? Or we go? There we go. Tastes like Jack Daniels. Wolf is having a Jack Daniels day. Well, this is the wrong water. This is the right water. Yes. The other one is warm. It's been sitting there a while. All right. That water was warm. It has been sitting there since last night. What is next in my love life? La wants to know. All right, La, are you single? Are you hooked up? Or what's going on? What's next, love? Let's check it out. So, La, are you looking? Are you found somebody? You're trying to figure it out? Let me know. That always makes the reading a little bit different. It always makes the reading a little bit different there. We're using the Mons Tarot for this. This is going to be pretty cool. going to be pretty cool. Queen, you're quite welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us this morning. All right, you're single. All right, let's see if we're going to meet somebody. We're going to get somebody we already know and move forward. What is going on? Saturday morning. We had our coffee. We just need some breakfast after this, and hope for the best with our painting, that's for sure. They're using a grisaille tactic to where you do all like grayscale on the painting, and then you come in and glaze. I've done that before, but I haven't been good at it. So, you know, I'm hoping that this will turn out well. It may look really bad. All right. What's next in my love? We're single. 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 3 of Cups, and 10 of Pentacles. Wow, that's pretty good. 10 of Pentacles says that, I mean, you're available for something that's going to be more serious, or you're available for something that's going to be pretty good, right? It's almost like that you have somebody coming in that has been there before. So you had a relationship in the past. Maybe you've known somebody in the past. We didn't quite have a relationship with them yet, but there's that possibility. There was that open window. There was that open door to where, you know, if you want to come in there, maybe. It was a little bit of Nomad Trees. Thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. I appreciate you. Nomad, I got your question from last night as well. We need to get that. So we got that open door. I think somebody's coming back. Again, it could be somebody you've had a relationship with in the past, or it could be somebody that you had a little bit of that tension with. You know what I'm saying? You got a little bit of that tension, not really sure where it's going to go, and didn't go anywhere. But the door's still open. So I think it's one of those. The 7 of Swords talks about the comeback relationship. No pun intended. The comeback relationship, or returning, right? The 7 of Swords, a big, big returning relationship card. And you have it with the 3 of Cups. Again, it's a social situation where we know this person, maybe in a social setting, and again, we meet them again. And it just comes into a little bit more, you get a little bit more excitement into this, get a little bit more eye contact this time. You know, things sort of heat up a little bit, right? 10 of Pentacles says that this relationship or this opportunity is a good one for you. It has a good stability to it. It has a good length to it, no pun intended. In other words, it's not like a short-term relationship. It's going to last like a week or an overnighter. It's going to be, you know, a few months type to it. It's going to be a medium relationship, maybe a couple of years, maybe an on-off thing. I don't think it's like a super serious one where you're there the entire time, but it could be a little bit of back and forth, on and off type feel. But I mean, it's definitely something where we can get into it, we can have fun with it and all of that, because we have a few 3s. A few 3s says this is the beginning of something cool, beginning of something exciting. And I think that's sort of where we're coming in for that. So there you go. I think everything is going to be all right. It looks like a lot of fun there. All right. Nomad. You know, Nomad, I got your question from last night as well. Nomad, I think I knocked your question out from last night, actually. The only questions I got from last night that I'm waiting on for donations was Tina and Mama. Should I go to this 21st tonight? Well, Mama's question was time sensitive. Mama's question was time sensitive, and I had to put it off until today. So that kind of defeats the purpose, I guess, of getting the question in. But sure, I mean, you know, life happens. Life happens over here. You gotta go with what you go. All right. Nomad wants to know, let's see, how, where will I meet my next person being? Okay, how and where. All right, let's see about that. How are we going to do and where are we going to do? We can go with this. Golden Tarot always gets a good reading. Golden Tarot gets a good reading. I'm just saying. Golden Tarot delivers the beef. I mean, if you need a beefy reading, Golden Tarot is going to be where it's at. All right. Let's see what's happening with the Golden Tarot there. see what we're doing. How and when? Or how and where? How. All right, let's get the how and let's get the where. We got the how and we got the where. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Hope for the best here. Let's see. How. Page of Cups. 6 of Coins. It's almost like that. Oh, this is going to sound weird. It's almost like that you owe someone something, or you're in a situation where you're repaying a debt, or you're settling a debt, or you're repaying something, right? 6 of Coins. It could be, sounds awkward, but it could be a situation where you're meeting somebody because of old friend, because, you know, you owe them one. You're talking to somebody because you owe them one, or it seems like that you owe someone something. You need to give them something. 6 of Coins, where we're handing out coins, right? Page of Cups means that it's more of an emotional thing. In other words, you know, you owe them one. I haven't talked to you in a while. Maybe I owe you a tarot reading. Maybe I owe you lunch. You know, you just owe them something. And that's the how. So it's almost like you meet them just accidentally. Maybe they're with that person. Ameera, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate you, Ameera. Let me know what your question is. Mina, how are you doing? When will I get married? All right, Ameera, we got you covered. So that's the how. Now for the where. Judgment says that it reversed 5 of Wands. I think it's end up meeting someone at either a cafe, out to eat. That's basically it. We're out to eat. We're out and about. We're in a public place. It's a casual meeting. It's not like something out of a movie. You know, it's just a casual meeting. We're just sort of hanging out. And you owe someone something. We're going there. I mean, maybe it's something super simple, like I'm selling my old iPad or something, you know. I go there, I meet somebody, they got their friend there, and, you know, me and their friend hit it off. So, Tina, welcome. What is going on? But yeah, so it's this casual thing. It's not like destiny. It's not destiny, where the clouds part, the sun shines, the movie music cues up and plays. It's just this accidental. All of a sudden you have strong eye contact, and, you know, all of a sudden it's like, well, this person's kind of interesting. All right, let's check it out. What's next in my love life? We did that, and we did that. Okay, so we owe, let's see, we owe someone a reading. Stephanie, Nomad Trees. We did Nomad Trees. And now, may I ask the question, Ameera, when will I get married? All right, let's check it out, Ameera. Let's find out, when will you get married? All right, Ameera, I donated. I got that. Okay. Let's see, Ameera, when will you get married? Let's give you a, let's try to get some good stuff going here. I think that, I'm just saying, I think the slow tarot is what is gonna give us a good answer here. Oh no, instead of the slow tarot, let's use everybody's, the waterfall tarot. I'm just saying, the waterfall tarot is going to be where it's at. It's going to be where it's at. If you need some accuracy, if you need, you know, I'm hyping it up, you know. I mean, it is sponsored, I got to say. It is sponsored. It is sponsored. And if you watch the intro screen, I got the waterfall tarot on there. It is, I got it animated. I got a little free animation thing for my software. This website says, you know, we got some free animation stuff. I'm like, you do? I went there and I checked it out, and it looked all right. So, you know, we'll see. That is some bright cardstock. All right. Now, if you're worried about the world. I did bring the graphics in. I brought it in. So I brought the graphics in a little bit. So when it gets trimmed by the machine, it won't cut off everybody's head. So I brought it in. So instead of here, it's like here. So when it gives it a little trim, then you're still going to have the bird. You're not going to have half the bird's head. All right. So, I mean, that's important. That's important. I recognized that immediately when I was looking through the prototypes. All right. So let's see, Ameera, see how we're doing. When will I get married? The World, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Cups. I mean, I think you're looking at, as far as meeting, DYB, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. DYB, let me know. Let me know what your question is. We actually had so many super chats last night that it scrolled off the screen. So I don't have a count. I'm going to have to go back through the video. I literally don't have a count. I think it was 40. All right. The World, Page of Cups, and Knight of Cups. I think there's a differentiation here between when we'll meet them and when we'll get married, because there's some complex things in between. There's some complexity in between. I think that you'll meet this person, and I'm saying February of next year. You'll meet them of February of next year. Now, again, you don't get married the same week. You don't get married the same day. I think that there's some complexity within this. Number one, I think that there's some family complexity here. In other words, their family, your family, they don't get along as well as we would hope. We have a bit of that. And there's some drama associated with this as well. But as far as meeting them, again, I think February of next year. Now, again, we have to work out this family situation. We have to work out the logistics of getting married, because there definitely is something going on here as far as that's concerned. So as we work that out, as we figure out the details, I think things come about and things go pretty well. Things go pretty good overall. So I think it works out all right. Again, it's just about the logistics. It's just about figuring out the details. As far as when you get married, it could be many, many months later. I don't think it's immediately later. I think we have to work out the logistics first. But yeah, as far as meeting them, I think February of next year is where it's at. But yeah, there's some family complexities with this, and we got to work this out. And I think that you do figure it out. It's just getting the stuff figured out at that point, right? Because love's simple. Love is simple, especially at first. I mean, maybe not later, but at first it's pretty simple. All right. DYB, thank you again. Any grant checks coming around next week? DYB, let's figure that out for you here. All right. DYB. Tina, I think I got your donation yesterday and I knocked it out. Tina, I believe I knocked yours out yesterday. I do not have it in my queue for today. No, I'm sorry, I do. Tina, let me knock yours out here in a minute. Tina, let me knock yours out here in a minute. You're talking about your economic situation. Let's knock that out. In fact, let's knock out as many of those as we can. All right. DYB, let's figure out about the grant checks. Let's knock out... Okay, maybe not. Doctor, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Maybe we can weave some of those other questions in. All right. Any grant checks arriving sometime next week? Let's check that out. Let's use Raina's gift to me, the awesome and amazing business class tarot. I think this is where it's at. Let's check this out. See about the grant checks. I mean, what's coming in next week? We got any money? We got any grant checks? We got product, mission statement, data for and merger. I mean, I don't think so. I think they're still on the move. I think we have some movement associated with these. We're trying to figure it out. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. We are progressing through there. So it is happening. But I don't think they're arriving next week. I think it's a week or two delayed, more like 2 weeks delayed. I think the checks that you're waiting for are about 2 weeks delayed. Data 4 says you're getting exactly what you need when you get them. So what you're expecting is coming in. I don't think that's going to be a big problem. What you're expecting, I think, is what you get. Mission statement, everything was done properly to get these checks. In other words, you didn't make any mistakes. We got it going on. We got it in there, and I think that's going to be all right. Product 2, again, says we have the motion. We have that motion feel where things are moving around. Things are getting here. Things are in motion towards us. So I think that's going to work out. I think that's going to be where it's at. But yeah, I think it's going to be a couple of extra weeks, a little bit of delayed. So it's not going to be, early next week or anything like that. All right, let's weave some in from yesterday and just knock these out. Tina wants to know. All right, Tina, economic situation. Let's find out. Tina was there. Tina had a question, and I had to go. I had so many things to do. I just had to go. That's all right. It's not like that. Friday, a lot of Fridays, I got some things that need to be taken care of in the evening. So I would say once a month. I think it's better than my question. Economic situation. Let's check that out. Tina, figure out economic situation is going to be the Aeon piece. 2 of Wands. I mean, if you're looking for it to just miraculously get better, the 4 of Cups, luxury being in reverse, says no. It does say that you're sort of within the same economic situation that you've had before, but nothing changes a lot. Things are settled a bit, but you don't have any dramatic changes. The Aeon says that you have more openings, possibilities, or things that you can get into that'll make it better. But if you're looking for just a freebie to where it just magically fixes itself, or you magically win the lottery, or all the bills go away, I don't think that happens. I think you're in the same situation that you've been in, but you do have other opportunities, more opportunities than what you had before. And if you jump on those, if you get in those, if you get excited about those and leap in, Aeon says that they could work out and make things better. Now, peace, again, says things settle a bit. Not huge settle, but things settle down a bit to where it's more predictable. And that's important with money. You want predictability. So now if I have opportunities to get some extra, I can do that. But I like predictability, especially with money, right? Dominion says a lot of your financial situation you're just not in control of. Dominion is reversed. You're not in control of a lot of things here. It's almost like you don't have a lot of control. You're just an accountant. You feel like an accountant at some point where you're just moving money around. You're just getting money from here and you're putting it over there. You're just moving money around. And you don't have as much control over it in the long run as you thought. All right, Dr. Sword, anything good coming this week, Doctor? Let's check that out and find out what's going on. All right. Anything good coming up this week? Let's check that out. See how we're going to do. See how we're going to do for the week ahead. I mean, the Anna K is going to tell us what we need. Anna K is where it's at. Is where it's at. All right, we got Mama, we got Yanni. We got some interesting stuff going on there. All right. Let's check it out, see how it's gonna go here for, coming this week. Anything exciting? I mean, the 4 says that you're definitely uncomfortable this coming week. You're definitely uncomfortable. You're in a situation where you're gonna have to wing it. You're gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to think on your feet. Not gonna be a situation where you're just like riding the waves, enjoying everything. It's more like that this is uncomfortable for me. I'm not in a place where I can just relax. So this next week is going to be a little bit uncomfortable, right? The 7 says it's almost like you're defending yourself from something. I think that you expect something to happen this next week. And I think that it's not going to be as bad as you think, but you do have some things happening. You do have some motion coming in this week. Now, the Knight of Pentacles says that you are able to sort of get a handle on it. Maybe it's uncomfortable, maybe it's a bit awkward, but you're able to get a handle on it. You're able to get some control over it. It's not like out of control all over the place. It's going to be important for you, right? Because getting command, getting control of the situation is always going to be critical. The 9 says, don't worry if you get into one of those situations. Don't be super, super concerned. It's not something where you need to be focused on it. You need to be constantly thinking about what to do next. Let some things ride until you get into a situation where you're like, all right, now is the obvious time that I need to make a defined choice right now. So it's going to be obvious, that defined choice moment. That's when you take action. Don't take action early. You're going to show your hand, your poker hand. Take action when it's appropriate and when you feel that it's time to sort of leap into that situation. All right. So we got Tina done. Let's do Mama. Let's knock out a couple. Mama wants to know, should I go out to the 21st? It's a simple yes or no question. She just wanted a card. All right. Mama just wanted a card. Wanted to go to something tonight. And that was last night. So it's kind of redundant. It's kind of, actually, it is redundant. Okay. Mama, if you're watching, Mama gets a different question. Because, I feel like that old Mama question, because she wanted something that was time sensitive and I didn't get to it. So Mama gets a different question. Let me find Mama and tell Mama to ask me something different. I don't want to give her a question that's completely useless answer. All right. Morton Family Tree wants to know about manifestation capabilities. Is that something we can do? Is that something that we can get better? Are my manifestation skills getting to where I can control things? If they are, now that's going to be cool. That would be cool. If you can manifest whatever you want, I'm just saying now, if you can manifest whatever you want, it's time to buy some lottery tickets. I'm just saying, if you get in a situation where you're just like, I think of it and poof, it appears. At that point, you need to start playing the lottery. The lottery is going to be your friend once you get manifestation to a certain point. Just saying. Sophia, welcome. What is going on? Sophia's working today. Sorry that you're working, but thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. All right. So let's see about that. If my manifestation skills come along. The 9 of Cups says that it's more based upon emotions. I think your manifestation skills are keyed and linked to your emotions. The more emotional feeling you have, the more emotional passion you have about it, the more manifestation skills develop. If you're not interested at all in it, if you're just like, I couldn't care less, let me try manifestation, kind of a waste of time. You need to have that emotional hook, that 9 of Cups, that emotional hook where the cups are on the background. The Wheel of Fortune says, don't do the same techniques, the same exercises over and over, hoping for a different result. Focus your technique to one thing and do something different the next time. Don't do the same thing every time. You want to expand your mind. You want to expand your creational abilities, your manifestation. You want to get it honed and practiced. That's going to be important for you. So link it to your emotion, but don't do the same thing over and over because you're going to get burned out. You're not going to have that passion. You want to have that passion. The Page of Cups as well. You're still young as far as manifestation goes. You're not where you can generate a lottery winning. When I'm just saying, when you can, that's when it's time to party. But you're not there yet. Page of Cups, you're still a bit young. Ace of Cups says, yeah, you're not yet linking it to your emotion. That's so key. It's so key in this reading. The Nine of Cups, the Ace of Cups being reversed says you're not yet understanding how your emotions key into this, how important your emotions are. Tina, thank you for hanging out. We'll see you next time. So it's very, very important. If anybody's doing manifestation stuff, and you'll see this across all of the books that talk about manifestation, that talk about getting things created. You have to have this severe passion, this severe emotional high when you're doing this for it to really kick into your subconscious mind and start working. All right. Let's say Yanni R wants a love card. Let's check that out. See how that's going to go. All right. I mean, we'll do this. We'll do this with the Bonefire Tarot. All right, so check it out and see what is going to happen. I have no idea what's going on in chat here. All right. There is no list, by the way. You know, there is no list. We haven't done that in a while. There is no list. Donations take priority, then I pick at random. So, I mean, I pick at random because I want to choose what is interesting for me. But if you donate, then it's not random because you donated and I owe you one. I owe you one. So then I do yours every time. But other than that, I'm going to look across chat. I'm going to see if there's anything that's interesting to me. If it's there's a lot of questions that are just fascinating. I love reading those. But, you know, we always sort of look around and see what's going on. Beautiful Blue Lotus. What is going on? So good to see you. Haman Shu, hello. How are you doing? Libra Sun. Karen, thank you for your donation, Karen. Let me know what your question is. A love card, the Chariot. It's time to move. It's time to move. Don't settle. You've been settling. It's time to go. You've been settling. It's time to go. It's time to take that action. DYB, thank you for your additional donation. I appreciate that. Karen, let me know what your question is. I appreciate you. It's time to go. All right. Nine of Cups, don't be so invested. You don't have to be invested 900%. Don't be that invested. Relax. Take it naturally. Take it relaxed. Don't be overly serious with some of this stuff. And the Four of Coins says it's all about not being selfish about it as well. What can you do to bring the relationship in the next level? What can you do to make a better overall relationship? That's going to be sort of the key there. So just a quick little love card there. All right. Beautiful Lotus. Hi, Sunflower. Hello. What is going on? Yeah, Karen, let me know what your question is. You are next. We'll see about that. Christina, welcome. What is going on? In the meantime, DYB will do the grant checks next month, August. All right. Will all the grant checks be up there? Let's check it out. Grant checks next month. All right. For this one, let's go with this one. I don't have a visual for this one, but it is pretty exciting, I gotta say. It's pretty cool. All right. Let's see. See about the grant checks coming in August. Will they all be here in August? I mean, I think 3/4 of them will be. 3/4 of them will be. So it is not all of them. So no, not all of them. I think 3/4, right? We got the Wheel of Fortune says that they're not all on schedule for this particular thing. They're not on schedule for this particular thing. So no, the Wheel of Fortune being reversed says, no. The Five of Wands says that there's not as much conflict, there's not as much failure with this as you're thinking there is. The Magician says we get some, we get a lot. We get a lot. I think we get 3/4 of these. The Nine of Cups as well says it's enough to where we get to where we need to go. So if you're looking, I need this amount to do this and that, then that is going to be that is going to be the moment there. It's going to be like, I got enough. I got 3/4 or how many I need, so I got enough to continue on. So that's going to be one of the important factors there. So yeah, I mean, you get 3/4 in August. So looking pretty good for that. All right. Let's see what is going on. Daniel. Let's see. All right. What's up with the JC? That's basically the key here. Whoa, what's going on here? Knew I had to go for major surgery, then had to send proof of a pic. All right. So apparently somebody doesn't trust you. Somebody doesn't trust you. I mean, that's what we got the feel here, is somebody doesn't trust us. That's not good. That's not good. All right. Somebody does not trust us. I mean, let's see. I mean, what are we going to do there? Angelic J, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is there. What's characteristics of the man that I'll marry? Cool, Angelic. We'll get you covered here in a minute. Right now, let's check out Karen's question about what's up with JC. Apparently, there's some trust issues. We got that. We got the trust thing. I mean, that's the thing. We need a little bit of water, and that's the warm water. We want the cold water. All right. We got some trust issues. Page 1, King of Swords. Have you considered that JC just may be a bit of a butthole sometimes? I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. JC has a bit of that. JC has a bit of that thing that's annoying about them. Okay? King of Swords, a little bit of the micromanaging, controlling. DYB, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. We'll get your question in just a second. So yeah, the King of Swords, a bit of that controlling factor. Justice, it's like that they want to know everything. They want to know every little tidbit of information. They want way too much information so they can micromanage it. Yeah, it's JC. It's JC being JC. I mean, I'm not sure what else to tell you here. King of Swords sort of points their personality out. They like to know everything. They want to know way too much. They want you to explain every little detail. Sometimes it's annoying. But it's them being them, right? Ace of Coins, they do have a bit of this weird communication style to where it's like, you know, sometimes you're wondering, JC, I mean, have you been really talking to people much in your life, you know, because your communication style is really not honed very well. You got a lot of issues over there with that communication thing. So it's them being them. I mean, you don't read into it. Don't be over concerned. Don't put too much emphasis on it. Let them be them. Let them be them and sort of just accept it. There's not much you can do. The King of Swords is very adamant about themselves. They're not going to change. They're not going to magically wave a wand over them and make them better. You know, it's just them being them. I wouldn't be concerned about it. I wouldn't be overly concerned about it. I wouldn't read in all sorts of stuff into the meaning. Just let them be them and just let them go. Let them be them. All right. What are the characteristics of the man that I will marry? Oh, there you go. Angelique. That's such a great question as well. I like that. All right. Yeah, I mean, it is. You know, you got to relax. People got to relax. And if they're not going to relax, then, I mean, don't try to emulate them and be freaked out like they are, right? All right. So let's see. We can go into here and we can get the golden. We haven't done the golden. We haven't done all our main tarots today. We're missing the golden wheel, the dark mansion. We need to get serious with the tarot right now. We need to get out the big guns over here Get out the big guns, the dark mansion, the golden, the waterfall tarot. I'm just saying, get out the big boys and throw them on the table and let them ride. Let them ride. All right. Characteristics. It's easy for me to say. The characteristics of the man that we are going to marry. I mean, Queen of Wheels, the Hermit. A bit on the introvert side. You know what I'm saying? A bit on the introvert side. And it is a bit on the introvert side. If that's going to be something that's going to be a deal killer, I don't think so. It's good that when somebody's on the bit of the introvert side, because they're going to sit at home, maybe relax, wind down from work, watch a little TV. If you want to go out with friends, they're not going to freak out. You know, they're not going to freak out. The Queen of Wheels as well. They're pretty relaxed with this stuff. So it's where they want to be themselves. They want to relax. They want to wind down, and they do that by being alone. So being alone is a thing. That doesn't mean they don't ever go out. That just means that they wind down by being alone. I mean, they love to go out. They love to see other people. Queen of Wheels, they're very accommodating and adjusting. It's not like they're strict and hard-lined and anything like that, right? The Five of Cups, I mean, they get depressed sometimes. They get to where, I think they're on antidepressants. I think they get to where things just weigh them down. And, a little bit of encouraging words will make a difference here. So you just say, I wouldn't worry about that crap at work. That dude's a butthole. Don't worry about what he says. And I think a little encouraging words will make all the difference here, because it's just one of those things. And the Ten of Swords as well says, sometimes they're really, really passionate about everything. They really want to succeed. They really want the marriage to succeed. And I think they're going to put forth the effort, and they're going to put forth the what they need to make it a success. It's not going to be a one-way street where you're doing everything, they're not doing anything. It's like, why don't you? I think they're willing to work to make it a success. And that's going to be a key factor here. Even if they have other problems, even if they have other challenges, as long as somebody's willing to work at it, as long as somebody's willing to work at making something a success, then it'll always be a success, because that's what you need. That's what you need. All right. Let's see. Because I'm a Leo, I'm always right until I'm not. Well, that is the Leo for sure. All right, DYB. Checks in September, October. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. All right. Well, we'll throw down a mini thought here and check it out. No, actually, we'll use the brand new oracle that I have. I'm just saying, what am I doing with a screen? I'm just saying, we got a brand new oracle over here. I'm pretty hyped about it. This is the Fortune Cookie Oracle. I think that's going to be where it's at for this. Fortune Cookie Oracle. We got September on the right, on the left, on the right. Right, left. I had a 50-50 chance and I blew it. On the right, we got October. On the left, we got September. This is where it's at right here. All right, this will be the last reading. We'll do Austin's, and then we're going to be wrapping up here. Thank you so much. I'm back tomorrow morning. Thank you so much. All right, we got September. We got October over here. September, something is being neglected and break the mold. I mean, it's an interesting way to look at this. As far as checks coming in, breaking the mold, something is being neglected. I don't think that September, I think you get a little. I don't think that the majority come in September. I think October is more of your refinement here, because here we have implement new routines. See, we have the road signs of the direction. I think October is your main choice. It's your main beef. It's your main moment, right? Raise your vibration as well. So we have the roadmap into something better, a roadmap into something peaceful, a roadmap into some peacefulness. I think October is your main focus on these, okay? September, we got a couple. We got a little, but it is not everything is going to be in September. Really leaning towards October for a lot of the remainder of it. So I think that is going to be where it's at. And finally, we're going to do Austin's. Austin had a question. I need to type it because Austin's going to be watching this, and he's going to go be like, where's my question? You didn't type it. What do I need to start? Okay. Austin. What do I need to start doing mediumship? All right, let's check that out. Last reading of the morning. I'm back tonight, and I'm back tomorrow morning as well. For this, we're going to use the Echoes of Nature. Echoes of Nature. Let's see. We'll do 3. We'll do 3 Echoes of Nature. And see what we're going to have here. All right. I mean, let's check it out. We got some interesting ones here. In order to do mediumship, looking farther out, it's all about eliminating everything that is excessive, everything that is going to weigh you down, okay? Mediumship, let yourself be the star. Don't put down any cards. Don't put down any things, any runes. Don't put down anything that you need to make a reading. Let mediumship come from you, from your personality. Don't lean on or don't rely on external things. Let it come from you. Let it come from your intuition. Close your eyes. Clear your mind. Work on that meditation. You'll see that with the waiting for someone. Don't wait on something to pop up into your head. Let it flow constantly. And that means get into meditations. Focus meditations. Focus on that meditation. Get your mind clear. So you're always having the moments of intuition. It's always coming in. It's a constant flow. You don't want to get into a situation where now you have to focus for hours and hope for something in your head to pop up. You want it all the time. And to do that requires meditation. To do that requires getting all the junk in your head out of your head and to focus on the beef. Focus on your intuition. Let it flow. You're constantly hearing it. Let it flow. And serendipity as well says, don't, it's not serendipity, searching. Searching says as well, don't seek something else out. There's nothing you need to, there's no mediumship techniques that you need at first. Maybe later? Not really at first. Not really at first. At first, let yourself be the source. Don't look at any techniques. Just clear your mind and let that be your technique. Later on, there are many techniques you can use, lean on, rely on for mediumship. Right now, let yourself and yourself only be the technique. Use advanced techniques when you're advanced. But for right now, let it flow from yourself, let it flow from your personality, and just let it go. Let it go. Just like, just like Frozen. Just let it go. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate all of you. I'll be back in 11 hours, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. So join me one of those times, won't you? I appreciate you. We'll see you next time.
I don't like being on my own. I could use someone to hold, and I've been trying to fill the void, but my bed is getting cold. Cause I don't have you, I don't have us, at least not anymore. You said you had to go away, just to figure out who you are. And I'm in this empty house, with your pictures on my wall. But I don't have you, I don't have us, at least not anymore. I it's hopeless to be holding on to you. I guess we forgot about the way we could sit and talk all night. We just let the good times pass and got caught up in our fights. I say I don't mind, but that's a lie. Thought we'd work it out. I've tried to